I'm in the car, man. Hey, Dr. Dre. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, Dr. Dre. If y'all haven't heard, Dr. Dre's 38-year-old daughter has come out and said that she is now homeless. Oh, she's a 38-year-old mother of 4 children. So she is homeless, right? Says she's living in her car. I didn't read the whole article, but it was saying that she's trying to get some work here and there, doing some DoorDash, Uber Eats, trying to get some money, how people get money, right? So anyway, his 38-year-old daughter, mother of 4, single mom, is homeless, living in her car. And after reading the article, it said that Dr. Dre stopped giving her money 18 years ago. And the reason he stopped giving her money is because he pretty much paid his daughter to be silent about, I guess, him not being a father to her. I'm assuming that part. But the fact of the matter is, he stopped paying her. And so now she's out on her own with a whole father who's a billionaire. Let me tell y'all something. Billionaire men should not have homeless children. That is as straightforward as it goes. You should not be homeless, but you should not be homeless with a billionaire dad. That's fucking crazy. That's fucking nuts. You homeless, but your dad a billionaire. And you should have seen how people was, I be on Twitter. You should have seen how people was talking about her. Oh, well, she should have saved up the money that he was giving her. She should have had a savings account and an investment account and rental properties. And she should have had this. And she should have had that. And she's 38. She should have figured it out by now. And she should have did this. And she did that. She got Dr. Dre as a dad. Dr. Dre is a billionaire. That's better than everybody else's dad. If I would have had a billionaire dad, I would have blah, 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 blah. Shut the fuck up. You wouldn't have did shit if Dr. Dre was your dad. You wouldn't be able to wipe your ass if Dr. Dre was your dad. And you sitting over here talking about some blah, blah, blah. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. She's 38. She's an adult now. Yeah. An adult who had a dad that beat women. The fuck? No judgment. No, we judge it. Only reason we judge it because there's no way you can beat women and be a good parent. Like, you gonna either do one or the other. You gonna either beat women or be a good parent. It's just no. So I heard I don't know if that's true, but I heard he beat women. So you gotta understand. So he probably was uninvolved, just gave the mom money for the daughter, right? Just gave money up. And probably was like, when she turned 18, I'm gonna give her something to be quiet. But like, yo, nah, bro. This speaks to broken fatherhood and broken childhoods. This is why so many of y'all are screwed up in the head. This is why so many of y'all are emotionally retarded. And I'm not saying that as an insult. When it says retarded, I mean literal. Y'all emotional intelligence is so low It is that of a second grader. This is why a lot of you have the emotional intelligence of a second grader. This is why a lot of you have the emotional intelligence of a rearview mirror. This is why a lot of you all have the emotional intelligence of a box of bread. This is why a lot of you all have the emotional intelligence of a steering wheel, because of the parents that you've had. That is why. Your parents dropped the ball. And it grinds my gears to hear people say, well, you know, you're grown now, so it's up to you now. Hey, y'all don't realize you don't realize how hard it is to come up in a jacked up household. You don't realize how hard it is to reparent yourself, to heal yourself from a jacked up household. It is super tough. It is why a lot of you all are ultra independent. Parents let you down. People closest to you let you down. So now you don't trust nobody. This is why a lot of you all have bad relationships. You had a bad relationship with the people that brought you into this world. So being that we're creatures of habit, you're going to keep on having bad relationships with people because that is what you're naturally, subconsciously aiming for. And so that Dr. Dre situation is sad, man. You gotta lift her up in your prayers, and you gotta lift Dr. Dre up in y'all prayers, man. That's jacked up, bro. You a billionaire, and your daughter is homeless. And a lot of people have this mentality where you're 18, supposed to figure it out, bro. It's tough. Not too many people do. This is why people don't work on themselves to become better people emotionally. And this is why divorces are so high. And this is why people are opting out of marriage. It is why people is opting out of marriage because they don't even want to do it because they're so jacked up. They don't even realize. People live below the veil of consciousness. People are sleepwalking, trying to figure out why the fuck they do what they do, not even realizing y'all jacked up childhoods. This is why I be telling y'all, people think, oh, well, how come I was able to be a great kid? I had both my parents. We lived in the same house. I had great parents. How come my brother and sister, how come they're jacked up? Because they did not get the emotional attention they needed from their parents. Simple. Next. So anyway, not everybody's as strong as you. You might have been the strongest out the bunch. Some kids, they become so independent, they become wise because they have to raise themselves and they figure it out. Not every kid has that in them. Some kids do, some kids don't. Yeah. Looking at my hairline in the rearview mirror because I'm just about to give me a haircut. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, yeah. A lot of you all had to heal from your parents' parenting. A lot of you had to heal from your parenting because y'all grew up in single parent households. Got a whole daughter whose dad is a billionaire. She's sleeping in her car, a rental car. I mean, wow, bro, that says a lot about you. If you're a billionaire and your daughter is homeless, you're trash. It is what it is, bro. You trash, and you know you keeping your daughter out your life, and you brought into this world. You brought them into this world, but yet you want to talk about some whatever the fuck, and he got to pay his ex-wife all this money. But his daughter don't get shit because she told. Ain't that something? That's a cry for help, bro. She like, dang, man, my dad a whole billionaire. And here I am sleeping in my motherfucking car. That's crazy, man. That's sad. Shaking my head, Dr. Dre. You know, only reason I'm shaking my head is because you got a lot of kids that don't have a billionaire dad, and they dad out the picture too, man. We gotta get fathers back into the game. We gotta start. We need real men to be fathers again. Make fathers great again. Make fathers great again. And as I say that, there is a dad running with his 2 babies in a stroller. Good guy right there. He's in his kid's life. I doubt his kids. If he ends up making $1 billion, I doubt his kids will be homeless. He probably tell his kids, you know what? Hey, let me tell you something. Kids, after they turn 18 and become adults, they're still your kids. They're still your children. They're still your... No way I'm going to be a billionaire dad with homeless children. Or you call me right now. Call me right now. What you need? What you need? What you need? I brought you into this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, you psychopath. Like, to be a, you know, but that's the way that's the world we live in. It's sad. It's traumatic. It's traumatizing because that lady's just, you know, your dad a whole billionaire and you homeless. It's tough. That's tough. But like and subscribe. Y'all better start liking and subscribing. Like and subscribe before I get mad and start punching stuff. But nah, man. Dr. Dre, tighten up. Get your daughter an apartment. Get her a little, you know what I'm saying? Get her a house real quick, bro. You playing, bro. And the rest of y'all daddies, step up. Be involved in your kid's life. Stop being a thought or whatever. And do your job, because that's your job, that's your duty as a parent. Don't matter if she's 38. Don't matter if she spent whatever or did whatever. Her dad is out here wilding. We got too many dads out here wilding, and we need to start calling y'all out. So I'm calling y'all out for the culture. It is what it is. Yeah.